That is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Good.
Good. Good news.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it.
What?
I said I hear it.
You got to hear it?
No, I said I hear it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's Sleep Now in the Fire by Rage Against the Machine. That's
Yeah.
one of my. I love that riff too. I think that riff by Tom Morello on the guitar. So that's what I like about it. That's what I like about you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to a lot of their stuff. I mean, I know a few of their stuff, but
Oh, you're missing out.
A few of their stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Welcome back. I don't know what episode it is, but this is Will and Rye on Ice. We never really say what we are, so I figured maybe we should tell people what we are.
Yeah. That'll be your job.
Okay, we're Will and Rye on Ice.
And yeah. And we're bringing back another guest this week.
Yeah.
So that's what the middle part of this episode is going to be about. And we're bringing him back, so you can only guess who it is.
Well, we've only had 7, so.
Last week's Tire Fire is this week's train. No, last week's Train Wreck is this week's Tire Fire.
Yeah, because we talked about nothing for 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So, if you want to hear us blab on about absolutely nothing, then cut to the middle. Because that's where you want to. Yeah. That's where you're going to want to be.
Yeah, Cam was really good. Don't get me wrong, but we just. It might have been more on us because we.
Yeah, we didn't really prepare. We recorded that at like what, 5:36.
Yeah, well, I had to work, so we kind of did it in a last-minute rush before I worked, and then...
Yeah. That's all right. That's the beauty of having guests that are ready, eh?
Yeah, well, guests that don't have a lot going on. I just wanted to make a comment on something. I didn't tell you I was going to say this before, but I was just at a Bantam hockey game. That's what I was covering.
Thrilled?
What?
Are you thrilled?
No, it was a good game. It ended up being 9-2, so it really wasn't that good. But the other team was pretty good. But one thing I noticed is Bantam is the age where you can start body contact, right?
Yeah.
And they were doing a lot of dodging hits. So some guy would line him up, and he would dodge it, and then they would both just go knee on knee. So there was 4 or 5 times where a guy would have the puck coming up around behind the net, and he would just get rid of it and try to dodge it, and they would just both go knee on knee.
It's like the between age where you start to you want to hit and be physical, but you don't really know how yet. So you just kind of throw your body at the other person.
Well, I don't even know if it was the fault of the guy laying the check. It was the person that was being checked was trying to jump out of it, and then they would just run into each other. He would try to lean out of the way, and his one leg would still be there, and they would hit knee on knee. But I guess you're right too.
Yeah, I'll publish something on our publish. I love that it says publish on Facebook, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we're cool.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, you ever want to see good knee on knee hits? Just Google Darius Kasparaitis. That guy had some friggin' killer hits.
What are you gonna publish on Facebook? That?
Yeah, I'll put up a couple of his knee on knees.
Okay. Well, do you remember last week when we said we were gonna put a Twitter poll up about our hypotheticals?
Yeah, I remember that now.
We didn't do. Yeah, me too.
Well, I'll actually do this. I'll get it ready as we're doing this.
Okay. All right. Great. So we got Cam. We got Cam on for 25 minutes to just catch up. He went and saw the Redblacks game this weekend, so he can talk about that.
Yeah. So, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk about a couple of things that we're doing. Riley and I took part in this yesterday. We're each gonna pick a song of the week that we're listening to. Write a little bit about it on our Twitter and Facebook page. It'll be probably on our personal and and the Will and Rye on Ice pages.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also did this thing called, like, I just called it, like, Will's Prospect of the Week.
Creative.
So, yeah, I know. I don't know how I figured that one out, but I'm proud of myself. Yeah, so anyways, we'll talk a little bit about that. Brian Burke's comments yesterday was Monday, and there was a trade today, Camilleri for Jokinen, garbage for trash. Speaking of garbage, so I guess we'll be back after Cam.
Well, I don't know. You just cut out. So what was garbage for trash? After you.
Garbage for trash was Camilleri for Jokinen.
Yeah.
And
Niemi.
was Niemi.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll be back after Cam.
Yeah. We'll enjoy this train wreck.
Back to full. Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. She left without leaving a number. Said she needed to clear her mind. He figured she'd gone back to Austin, 'cause she talked about it all the time. It was almost a year before she called him up. 3 rings and an answering machine is what she got. If you're calling about,
Take it from here, Cam. Take it from here.
This is Tuesday night, I'm bowling. You got something to say, you're wasting your time. I'm not mine.
We're trying to make you cry right off the hop.
That's a Sunday Scary song right there. Anyways, that's the voice of returning guest, our only returning guest so far. That's Cam.
How are you, Cam?
Back.
Yeah.
Come on to defend yourself.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember right now what you said about me. I can't remember though.
Oh well, glad you came on then.
You guys can give me a refresher.
Well, I don't remember
we'll save
either.
That for the end. We'll save that for the end.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you went to the Redblacks game, eh? You told us you had an evening.
Yeah, so earlier last week, my buddy, he works for not the Redblacks, but the company that owns them. Like, they're called OSEG, so basically he works all like the Redblacks games, 67s games, concerts, stuff like that. And he had 4 tickets under his name for the game on Sunday, so me and 3 other buddies went up for that, and yeah, it was good. Luckily, we didn't have to pay for the tickets because the game wasn't too great.
Didn't they lose?
They lost, as far as I remember. No, they lost 31-20. It wasn't really much of a game.
Go Black Reds, right?
It was fun. It wasn't. I watched the Red Blacks enough on TV. Like, I like the CFL actually a lot better than the NFL. But yeah, it was cool. But that stadium though, like, I went there this summer for a concert. I went to go see Guns N' Roses, and it was good. But like, I didn't really sit down. So when we went to the game and sat down in our seats, like, literally no room at all. Like, your elbows are like right against yourself. It was crazy. I've never seen like a stadium like that tight before. Like, it's a pretty big stadium too. It holds, I think, 25,000, but they just pack you in there. So we got there a little, probably halfway into the first quarter, because we were at the bar for like a little bit, and then walked down to the stadium. And we only sat there for probably till like the half, I think. We walked around, and we met up with a couple of buddies too from Ottawa that we know, and we just went to the bar and probably did more drinking than football watching, but it was good.
And what are the playoffs in the CFL like right now? Aren't they? Who's
So it's So they cross over because it always seems like the East is so much weaker than the West. Like, I think Toronto finished above 500, but like they're like the only one. Like Ottawa won the Grey Cup last year and they finished below 500. And Calgary only lost twice, so it's kind of weird like that. But so Saskatchewan crossed over from the West and they played against Ottawa. And then Toronto got the bye to the I don't know if Toronto got a Burke, but anyways, Toronto's in the East final against Saskatchewan, and then I think it's Edmonton against Calgary in the West. Because I was going to say the East semifinals, so I thought that meant like whoever won the game goes to the Grey Cup. I was like, well, that'd be kind of sweet. Like if Ottawa would have won, like they're hosting the Grey Cup this year, so I would have been see. But it was just a semi, so Saskatchewan still has to play Toronto. So see what happens, I guess there.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
No, your name.
Oh, okay. So, I guess we can ask you about the Leafs, eh? I don't know.
Yeah, they're doing well.
I thought you were gonna defend yourself.
What's that?
I thought you were just gonna spend the whole time defending yourself, so I didn't prepare anything. So yeah, talk about the boys in blue and white.
Well, it seems like they're playing pretty well. It was a big sweep of the Bruins over the weekend. I think I'm actually going down to one of my buddies has season tickets for the Habs right on the glass, actually. So I think I'm going down with him for the Habs game on Saturday. Saturday.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So it's up in the air. We'll see because there's a bunch of us going down. So he's trying to see if we can get some more tickets for our other buddies. But if we don't go to the game, we're still just going to go downtown Montreal and rip it up down there. This time I'll be able to actually enjoy Saturday and go down there and it'll be fun times. So
Sounds like fun.
no, it'll be good. They're doing well though. I mean, obviously once they get Matthews back, I kind of heard that maybe he'll come back on Thursday. So we'll see what happens there. But it was pretty big sweep of the Bruins too. And I didn't understand though, like that kind of messed me up that they started Anderson against Khudobin on Friday and then McElhinney against Rask.
I think they just started your good goalie at home is how they were doing it, I guess. I don't know.
That was the other thing, too, I was wondering is, so, try off my phone. What was I going to say? So if you're a home team, do you get second pick of who you're going to have starting next?
No, everyone has set lineups before they go into the game, but like they can announce who's starting like after the warm-up. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, because I thought that might have been like some sort of home team advantage, and they could have seen who's starting for the away team and then based it off that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works like that. I know there's like last change and stuff, but
yeah. I don't know. Just a thought, but regardless, they did pretty well, so we'll have to see how it goes. That was a big comeback on Friday.
Yeah.
First, was it Friday? Friday, eh?
Yeah, Saturday they were up.
Yeah.
Marner's playing well, eh?
Love it.
Yeah, he's playing well. Marlowe, too. That was a pretty sick tip in front there on Friday. And JVR, too, he's pulling the Johan Franz and stuff, parking himself in front of the net. He's good out there.
That's their new go-to move, though, is like they have someone stand out front and tip it in. Tip a shot from like the side in, you know?
Yeah, I saw that. He did that on Friday because he tied it up doing that, and he did the same thing, I think, on Saturday, too.
Yeah.
Oh, for how many years did Babs have like a guy in front of the net in Detroit? Like he had Holmstrom, and then Franzen kind of took over that role.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know who was their guy. Well, Franzen is kind of still there, but he's hurt. Been hurt for like 2 years.
It's crazy though. Like some guys just make their money doing that. Like it's whatever. Good for him. I just wouldn't have picked JVR to be that kind of guy, but I guess whatever he's got going for him, might as well keep it going. But it'll be good once Matthews comes back, obviously, too. And obviously Marner's starting to get going a little bit, too. So we'll see. It's still pretty early, though, but obviously they're doing pretty well. It sounds like Tampa's going to be a team to beat, though, in the East still.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're killing everyone, eh? They walked all over the Kings the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5-2 or something like that.
At what point do you start to get nervous, though, for, like, Matthews? If Matthews isn't playing Thursday night. Like, he skated today, right? Tuesday, but...
let's say you're so, yeah, it sounded like he was okay. Like he said he stayed like 2 hours before the team went on, and then he's supposed to today because they had either today or tomorrow because they had another off day because they don't play till Thursday. I think if he hasn't played Thursday, though, I'm sure he'll come back on Saturday.
Yeah.
I guarantee he plays Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything that serious, but whenever it said UBI, though, I never heard them use that term. So I thought it was like, when I first saw it,
I already know what you're going to say.
I was like, oh man, what's going on right now?
I already knew what you were going to say as soon as you said that.
Is this the new lumps? But it was good to see he's not having any problems with his bladder, because that would have been a tough bounce.
UTI?
Alright,
he's not pregnant.
No.
You don't get that.
No, but apparently, like, you're more susceptible to those. I've had a few of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I just get nervous sometimes that people are looking at me, but that's about the only problem that I have.
Yep. Jeez. Yeah. I wonder if Matthews is that way too. Yeah.
Alright, next topic.
Yeah, this is going to be like last time. We have to cut out 50% of the thing.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
I think we're at about 50 right now.
What else was I going to ask you? So yeah, last week I jokingly called you a train wreck.
Yeah.
And you like that.
You like that? Yeah, I listened to that.
You're like, I'm coming on to defend myself.
Yeah, it sounds like I've been called out on every single podcast, and then Riley laughed at my text last week. Oh yeah. I was listening to the whole thing, and I wish you guys would have told me that it was at the end, so I wouldn't have listened to the first 45 minutes.
No, that's the what is it like? That's the how we promote our show.
Yeah, that's how we get people to listen.
Apple Podcast, guys. No, yeah, whenever. So I was listening the whole time. I was like, all right, like it's coming up soon, I think. I like that you guys are on the podcasting though, because it's like obviously. Like if I'm like driving or whatever, so it's kind of more handy to listen to a podcast all the time, whether it's like bar school stuff or on your phone and listen that way. I'm sure you guys find it a lot more convenient too.
Yeah, we have like almost. I think we're at 40 subscribers now. When I last checked.
Oh yeah.
On iTunes.
Kind of a big deal.
And then yeah, kinda. And then. I don't know. I like it doesn't show us like stats about who downloads and what, but like it doesn't say like how many people listen to it on iTunes.
Yeah.
Because on YouTube it does say like it says we have like 60 views or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're not viral yet. But
No, well,
climbing the ladder.
I do find it's a lot more convenient. But yeah, anyway, so I was listening to that. I don't think I'll like say the video that I sent to Riley to make him laugh.
No.
You will.
That was
it was a bit test, but anyway, yeah. So train wreck. You can elaborate on that, Will.
You called me worse, probably.
No, I mean people who know me know I like to have a good time. I'll leave it at that.
There you go. As do we.
No, I've had a couple of pretty big weekends. I think. Ever since homecoming, that was in October, I was in Kingston 4 of the last 5 weekends. Ottawa last weekend, and then Montreal this weekend. So I'm making my rounds.
You're like it's like
the Canadian World Tour. A couple Fridays ago, I was with partying with Larry and Tyser in Cornwall. He came down to the bar down there, so that was kind of interesting.
I thought like that guy looks so much older than he is.
Well, I saw he was on Tosh.0.
Yeah.
Segment about him, and he asked like how old he was. He thought he was like 40 or something like that, and he kind of does. But he's only like I think he's 20 or 21. One of my brother's buddies actually he races he used to race either dirt bikes or snowmobiles. I think it was dirt bikes. And so like that guy, like obviously his name's not Larry Entice, or like just came up with that name because of the snowmobile. But like it's crazy. Like I'm pretty sure he usually gets paid like $300 or $400. Basically, used to go down to a bar and just drink for free, and just like takes pictures or whatever. Like it's a pretty good deal for him. And, like between all the T-shirts and stuff he sells, like that's pretty good for a guy to make a couple of bucks doing that. But nice guy. Not like a guy though. Like he's not like his videos. Like he's a pretty quiet guy. I mean, he just wasn't drunk at that point. But yeah,
well,
interesting.
For people who don't know, tell people who Larry is.
Oh, so yeah, it's like a viral guy. Basically, nobody will probably know about him next year. I'm sure. Like one of those kind of phases. But he got started jumping off jumps with his old snowmobile. He's just gonna send it another day, another beer.
Okay.
Says that kind of stuff. And so yeah, now he is basically, from what I see, he goes to different bars. He's from like north of Toronto, like maybe near Barrie, I think, like that, or anyway, somewhere near Toronto. And he'll just go to different bars and stuff like that, and he gets paid to do to basically show. And I know, like the day after, he's in Cornwall a couple of Fridays ago, and then he went to somewhere in Quebec, because Quebec's only about 25-30 minutes from Cornwall, so he went to Quebec and then goes back. And I don't know what he does during the week, but I guess it's a pretty easy gig for him to do on weekends.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, he's a weekend warrior.
Yeah, really. So interesting guy, but he wasn't really like not that I care. Like I wasn't going like, oh yeah, like Larry and Tyson, like let's get fired up for this. But I know whenever we got to the bar, because I used to work at the bar that had him, and like my old boss was saying there was like 60 or 70 people waiting in line. Like, yeah, and I was like, that's Cornwall for you. Like they think that guy's a god pretty much. So.
The mayor, running for mayor.
pretty much. So yeah, like I said, just like a normal guy, and he's got himself a pretty sweet gig, I guess, for now.
Yeah.
I was passing through Cornwall the other day. I was on my way back. I guess.
Did you hold your breath?
Back. Yeah. For 45 minutes. No, I noticed they have a new sign up.
I haven't been on the 401.
Yeah, off the 400 one.
Yeah, they usually switch it up sometimes. I don't know why. It always says the same thing. But,
yeah. Does it go out?
Yeah. No, at least I haven't really been out too much. The thing about Cornwall, it's like here's a little lesson for you guys. It's kind of like Belleville, I guess. It is basically Belleville. Like I've noticed that when I was going to school. Like, you know, some people kind of like think like, all right, like let's get out of where we live now and go to school somewhere where it's like a different experience. Well, I'm not from Cornwall, like as Riley likes to think I am from Cornwall.
Because you are.
From my house in Cornwall. And so anyways, Cornwall's population is like 46,000. Belleville's is like 47 or 48, like under 50,000 regardless. And there's about 2 bars, and usually like only one of them is probably good. So Little Texas is probably like Belleville's hotspot, and that's pretty tough to say, but that's it's Cornwall's the same thing. So I got there to school and was like, all right, so this is Big Cornwall basically.
Oh.
Oh, I was by, and Montreal's close by, and you have to give me some tips of places to go in Montreal there, Will.
Jeez, come on now.
Other than Chez Parade.
Chez Parade. Maybe a good ad to run on here, eh? Oh, yeah.
That place is quite the establishment, not that I've ever been, but I've heard. It's close to the Bell Center, too.
Yeah, it sure is.
I bet you could find Bergevin there from time to time.
You ever see Bergevin's stovepipe arms?
No, I heard he likes to go to the gym though.
Yeah, that guy's big. Like he's bigger now than when he played.
Oh yeah,
I'd say. But anyways,
speaking of guys who are bigger now than when they played, Mark Recchi.
Holy! You guys saw him walk out there, last night?
I couldn't believe that, man. So I was watching. I didn't watch the ceremony itself. I just kind of saw the highlights on Sports Center. I was like, oh my god, man! Like, and who said? I think it was you, Will. Who said he's pretty big, and he played for Boston. Like, there's big, and then there's that. Like, I mean,
have you seen pictures of Keith the Chuck lately?
No.
That guy is a monster now.
Like, fat?
Yeah.
He's had himself a
He's always
retirement.
been known as like a guy who shows up to training camp, like when he was playing, like out of shape.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
And then he'd take like 30 games to get into it, and then he would just like bang out his 60 points. And then, but now he is just like a couch. He looks like a couch potato. But he's.
I don't
I guess
blame
he
those
travels
guys.
to
So, like,
see
I mean, if
his
you think about like how much they have to go through and put themselves through in the season, and then like I'd probably let myself go a little bit too. I let myself go a little bit after playing intramurals at Loyalist College. So,
my brother's like the coordinator of that right now.
well, I saw his Snapchat story. He's got nice time tomorrow up in Alva.
Yeah.
Whoever is interested. This podcast will come out after it's done. We can catch it.
Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah.
All right, Cam. We're we gonna let him go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we'll let you go.
Yeah. Thanks for being our first returning guest.
Yeah, no problem. Whenever you guys need me to come on.
You
Working
know.
on that song too, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, man.
I probably could do it. Okay, but you guys change your mind. Is it a theme song? Is it a segment song?
We never changed our mind. It was always a theme song.
Yeah, you did, because you said first it was a theme song, and then it was something to do with, like, What the Puck or something like that?
No, he gets the puck.
What the puck?
That's the SN 690 thing, I think, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the Mitch Gallo fight?
Yeah, I did. I wish he would have got rocked.
By Jason Rockman.
Yeah. He actually won. It was a decision. Nobody got knocked out.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Oh, well. All right, fellas. Well, anytime you want me to come on, I'm available.
When we need someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, for your desperate. Why, do you not have anybody lined up for this week?
No, we never really put much thought into it.
You were the
Kinda
first.
just
You were the
said,
first one.
let's get Cam.
You were the first one that came to mind, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like that old ex-girlfriend you guys can't get over.
Yeah.
All of them?
All right.
All right, Cam. Before we go, what are Saturdays for?
That's a whole other story. They're for the boys!
All right, we'll be back. Should I let that one marinate a little more?
I like it.
Okay. I know.
Family likes it too.
Yeah.
Guy dance is funny. It's cool.
He's got a DJ Khaled move. That's what I hear.
No, not quite. DJ Khaled's got his own kind of, bounce back and forth, pretend like you're walking forward, but actually stepping back. And
The stutter step.
Stutter step, yeah. There's so many funny videos about DJ Khaled.
Yeah, Riley's been known to pull that move out at the Shark Tank pub once or twice.
And then apparently got a thumbs down.
Different bar, man.
Different bar. Different bars call for different dance moves. Anyways, I like the song's called Seasons by Future Islands.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. They're good. They got a couple of good tunes. Actually, a lot of good tunes. They're older, though. Anyways.
Like in age or like an older band?
They're older.
I just didn't answer my question. I just said in age or as a band, and you just kept saying they're older.
As a band, they're older. Like, I guess they're like 30s. I don't know.
Well, that's not that old. I'm 24.
No, but I mean, like, they've been around a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Like 07. Couple of their songs come out like 07, 09.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, so...
You were talking before. Well, we'll start off with this, if you don't mind. Push back on me if you don't like that. But
yeah.
We got some subscribers on the iTunes.
Yeah, 41.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's too bad we can't see who they are.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're all out east. Yeah. No, I don't think it's anyone who wouldn't like hockey. I mean,
Well, I'm assuming that, but I mean, it'd be cool to know if it was like not just
I know.
our parents.
I wish there was a way to find out. Well, yeah, you can only subscribe once, right? And we've had people that have actually unsubscribed.
Gutless.
I know.
They didn't even give us a fair shake.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say like we don't. It just gives us like the basic stats, like how much it like fluctuates. But yeah, we're up to 41, so we gained 11 in a week, I think.
Yeah.
Week or 12 days or something like that. I was reading, and then. But yeah, it's good. Like I honestly I haven't really told anyone to subscribe, so
I do.
Dang. Well, then it's on you then.
Yeah, man. Well, I carry the team. I'm Austin Matthews.
There you are. Yeah, it's true. You do.
No, I
yeah,
don't. You figured out the RSS feed, and you do all our social media. Don't kid yourself.
Oh, it's the least I can do. I like that. I like that stuff. I keep almost swearing, eh?
I know you are. It's because you're battling the C word. We're not going to say the C word, but you're battling one, and you keep not thinking straight.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, last week we got 62 views, so we're down 8 views. But
Well, that's not good.
I don't find that bad. Like 62, we're averaging around 60, 65.
Okay.
We had 29 in there.
Hey.
But anyways, these are all available on YouTube and iTunes.
I don't know if this one will be mobile friendly.
Yeah, so I suggest just go on iTunes, go to podcasts, so you go to podcasts on your iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have an iPhone, then don't listen to us because...
If you don't have an iPhone, use your head, Will. If you don't have an iPhone, just look us up on your computer. You have to listen to us on a computer.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but yeah, if you want to download it, like Cam was saying a while ago, he likes the fact that he can just download it, throw it on in the car. It's not going to use your data. Listen to us, you can pause it, listen to it later. I don't know, you're taking a crap, listen to us that way. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I listen to us, I like to listen to our podcast when I'm at work.
Do you? I don't listen to it.
Yeah, I listen to it. I listen to, like, most of it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I hear my own voice enough.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Of mine, not yours.
Well, I was talking about yours.
Anyways, we got a couple of things we want to touch on.
Yeah.
Like I said, we started this thing called, I guess we could want to just name it Will and Rye's Songs of the Week.
Sure.
Yeah, and Will picks one, Rye picks one. And what's your song of the week, Rye?
Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. It's Edge of Darkness by Greta Van Fleet. They're a band that, well, I found out about them a couple months ago, probably in the summer.
Yeah, they're not very old.
No, well, they had their album come out in their first EP came out in April, and then they just had this new album come out on Friday, and I gave her a spin. And I like this Edge of Darkness song on it. It's pretty good. And then I shared it on our social media, and I found a live version of it, and the guitar solo in it's even better than the one in the actual version.
Yeah, it's actually sick.
So they're a good band. The reason I like them is I'm a big Led Zeppelin fan, and they kind of bring the sounds of Zeppelin to 2017. It's weird. It's really weird hearing them because I have a hard time picturing the actual singer, who I can't think of his real name right now. I think it's Tom. I think it's Sam. There's a Sammy and a Tommy. I know that, but anyway, I just picture Robert Plant, which is kind of...
I know, eh?
It's cool. And then the guitar riffs, you picture Jimmy Page, and it's just cool. They're a great band, so their new album came out. It's only got... The only thing that bummed me out was it only had 8 songs on it.
Yeah.
And 4 of them were already released, so you really only got 4 new songs. But you like the band too, I know that. I know you've been...
Yeah, I do. So
they were actually one of our openers for one of our podcasts. They're one of their songs.
Highway Tune, was it? Or Black Smoke Rising?
Highway Tune.
So 3 of them are brothers. It's Josh, Jake, and Sam Kiska. And then Danny Wagner's a friend of theirs.
Danny's the drummer.
Yeah.
They're from Michigan.
And 3 brothers. They've been active since 2012, but I would imagine they would be pretty young back then.
I think they're like our age, maybe younger.
Yeah, I think they are.
But
maybe, yeah, probably younger. I mean, we're older now.
Regardless, good band. If you haven't listened to their album, I think it's called From the Fires. I'm gonna find out. I wish I would have known that before I said anything, but
I think it is.
Yeah, well, it's our show, so.
The one I posted is a song called 13. I heard it on CBC Radio.
Mm-hmm. It's called From the Fires. Sorry.
From the Fires.
Go ahead.
The guy named Alan Raymond. He's a Canadian singer-songwriter from Toronto. I think he's originally from the States. And anyways, so he's signed by Communion Music, and he's released 2 albums. One's called Hotel Allen, and I think that's where the song 13 is on. And then Roadhouse 101, I think it is. And that's not bad either. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's relatively new too. Younger guy. Active since 2013. He's pretty good. He's got a different sound. Really different.
Like what kind of sound? I haven't listened to the song yet, so.
It's kind of like alternative R&B.
Oh, really?
Poppy. Like some of his songs kind of... Like each of his songs are kind of different sounding.
Okay.
He's got a really like neat voice for the style of music he sings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's just what I did there.
Good.
And
I have an idea. Are you... Keep going.
I was just going to say next week I'll be posting another one.
Yeah, I'll post another one too. And I think maybe if we remember, like last week we didn't remember.
Yep.
But if we remember, maybe we can put a Twitter poll up and have one of our songs. You can vote on which one you like.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Make the other person feel shame when they lose. But.
And then the other thing I did on my Twitter, and then I posted it on Facebook, I think, this morning. I published. Anyways, so I don't know if you guys know, but I'm really into like prospects.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Riley, you knew that.
I did.
So I'm always looking out for like some of the up and comers, or like who's gonna go like 1 in like the next couple of seasons. So like this week I chose a Quebec kid. He's 16. He went first overall to Rimouski. They won the draft lottery last year. His name is Alexei Lafreniere, and super talented kid, high end pick. He's 6 foot 176, pretty big for a kid that's only 16. He's a centerman. He's a high impact forward. He controls the puck and dominates games. Corrals bad passes with ease, great hands, makes smart decisions quickly. That's the international scouting report on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really good. Like, the kid's got 17 points in 14 games, and he's 16, playing on a pretty bad team in Rimouski. And I mean, I tweeted about it, and it was like I think the last person to average the same amount of points per game as him as a rookie was Michael Frolik.
Mm.
But Frolik was 2 years older than him when he came over to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's touted as like the best. I don't know. I see him as the best francophone player in the queue since the likes of Drouin and Dubois.
Mm-hmm.
But Dubois wasn't dominant. Drouin was, and I think this kid's going to be really dominant.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't a kid that was granted exceptional status, even though he arguably could have been, because I mean Joe Veleno was, and he's not really. They're not really the same type of player. But
they kind of throw that out to not anyone, but they throw it out a lot more often.
Yeah, I think that's going to stop, and I think it's a sign that it's kind of slowing down because Lafreniere kind of should have been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not really talked about because he's playing over there, and he's playing in Rimouski, but I think over the next little while we're going to start to hear this kid's name. I bet you the Hockey News picks him up and plasters him all over.
It's kind of weird now that you mention that and you think about it. Like, you don't hear a lot about, other than like the last one being like McKinnon. You don't hear a lot, and Drouin. You don't hear a lot about the prospects in the queue. It's always the WHL and the OHL.
Yeah, because I mean the OHL gets far more looks because if you look at where the media is based in Canada, like the big media markets, Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto, and all their like scouts, like TSN scouts, they're gonna send Bob McKenzie and Craig Button to like what's closer first. So you're gonna get the coverage more.
Yeah.
And then the Western Hockey League, I mean, they're more known for like their solid defensemen.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you don't really see a number 1 overall pick come out of the WHL just based on back record.
But not great.
Or like
ones.
Leon Draisaitl played over there, and he's a great two-way player.
Where did he play again? He was an Oil King, wasn't he?
For the Raiders, I think.
Yeah. Didn't he play somewhere else too?
Yeah.
Prince Albert Raider, and then I believe he was an Edmonton Oil King.
He might have been. I bet you he was because
I like their jerseys. Have you seen their jerseys, the Oil Kings?
yeah, they're sick.
So they got the red, white, blue, and gold or whatever, right? And then
Kelowna.
Kelowna. Those are nice jerseys too.
Yeah, they're kind of cool, kind of cartoony.
Yeah, but I like the colors, the black and the teal and the red. But anyway, the Oil Kings, so they got the red, white, blue, and gold as like their home and away, and then their third jersey's black and neon green.
That's interesting.
It's very weird. But
yeah.
Anyway, that's good.
Weird.
My I don't have a prospect, but one guy that you watched in the OHL last night, Johnny Yang, baby, my Peterborough Pete.
Yeah. So like I was saying about that other kid, like I'm gonna focus on guys that aren't drafted yet.
Yeah, well, Ang's drafted, so I blew it.
Yeah, but what you should do is talk about a guy that's drafted.
Okay.
Once in a while.
Okay. Well,
I don't write too much information about them.
Well, I don't. All I have is I've seen Ang play twice this year, and he's had 4 points in both games.
That's sick, eh?
He had a penalty shot. The last game I saw, they played Barrie, and he was pretty wicked.
He's
fast, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. I think he might be a piece that kind of went, like, I don't know, that Florida kind of didn't really know what they had there.
They got lucky with the 4th round pick, I think.
Yeah. Well, look at Montreal with Mete. He's playing forward tonight.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no. But I'll explain.
What do they got? They got Niemi playing third pairing?
No, he's not on the bench tonight. But no, he's playing forward tonight because Torrey Mitchell has the flu, and it was like he was a game time decision. So they had to dress Delarose, Fraze, and him. He has 100% Corsi through 2 periods.
Yeah. Okay, Jonas. Jonas
5
Siegel.
minutes on ice. But he's gonna prediction, hot take. He's gonna get sent down to the World Juniors around December, late December.
For the team, or
Yeah.
I guess they've missed the cutoff to send him to London, haven't they?
Well, he played his way out of that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't want to send him back to London. But like, go to the World Juniors and then come back to the team, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vertanen a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he sucked when he did that. Remember that?
Yeah, he did suck, but he found his game a bit this year.
Yeah, well, good for him. Because he, I don't know, you don't like seeing it's like Curtis Lazar, like players like that are just kind of falling off after having a good World Junior.
He went down there, and they were like not dominant by any means, but they were good WHL players, like junior hockey players.
That was an Edmonton Oil King. Curtis
Lazar,
yeah.
Vertanen played for the Hitmen.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
owned by Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah. Anyways, and then the other thing we wanted to talk about. Oh wait, one more thing about that Lafreniere kid. Everyone's comparing him to Sid. He's
Ooh.
not Sid. The kid's good.
The only thing he's got that Sid's got is a Rimouski jersey.
Rimouski and roughly around the same size, very high hockey IQ, and they control the puck and dominate games. But I don't know. Sid kind of played in a. It's weird to believe, but Sid kind of played in a different era. You know, it was kind of like the cutoff era of where everyone got a lot of points in junior hockey, and then McDavid, even McDavid, he had a lot of points by today's standards, but he would have, if he played in I don't know, in the early 2000s, he could have put up probably some more, for some reason.
That's true.
But yeah, that's it. See that trade today?
I did.
McDavid. Weird trade, eh?
Well, I don't know. It's just it's just a piece for a piece. There's no one's really winning. They're just people playing, and they're older players just getting a fresh start in a new city.
Yeah, and that's what they were at the start of the year too.
Yeah. So how many times do you get to do that before it's swing and a miss?
I don't know, but I mean they're cheap. Aren't they both on $1 million?
I think so. I've always liked Camilleri though.
Even in Montreal?
Well, you caught me. I was lying.
Yeah.
No, I've always liked him. I liked him when he was playing with Calgary, and I actually kind of liked him in Montreal. It's tough to like anyone in Montreal, but...
Yeah. The thing about Camilleri, he's kind of like a one-trick pony.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get some power play time, especially at this stage in his career. Get some power play time and just shoot.
Mm-hmm.
This year, he's got 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points.
Yeah.
Better than Jokinen. Jokinen's got 1 assist in 14 games.
Yeah, but Edmonton hasn't been great either.
No. That's why I'm kind of surprised that, the Kings gave up on Camilleri, but, he played.
Yeah.
He's played in all their games.
Yeah.
And it's not like LA's deep. They have some young guys that fill up their bottom 9. Their bottom 6, bottom 9.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
That's Montreal has a bottom 9.
Yeah. Montreal's got a bottom 12. But hopefully it works out for them. You know, you never want to see players fail. That's whenever I see trades and stuff like that. I don't know if it's me getting older. I don't know what it is, really. Me getting older, that really doesn't make sense. But you realize that there's more than just the hockey player aspect to everything now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think it's because we covered the Bulls and we've covered the Belleville Bulls, and I've covered Junior A.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal, but I think it was when I started covering Junior A when players were sent down from the WHL to play for the Junior A team.
Yeah.
And it's okay, well, I'm not good enough to play hockey. I've also ruined any chance I now have at a scholarship because I played in the WHL. And it's more than just the hockey player aspect. It's their life. If they wouldn't have been told that they thought they were good enough, they could have gone and played Junior A and got a scholarship out of it, right? But there they are playing 3 shifts in the WHL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now that carries over to the. I'm ranting here, but now that carries over to the NHL, where there's more than just having a good player. I as much as I really don't like watching Roman Polak play, I feel really bad for him because he wasn't the greatest player in the world before, and now things have just taken backtracks on him to make it worse. Had that terrible injury to his ankle, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not a great skater to begin with, and then that happens, and there's nothing he can it's just. And then his game was the stick work, hacking and whacking and beating people around. But now that's called a lot more tighter than it was last year. So it's he's lost his game, right? And now he's not even playing. But
who's replacing him now?
Carrick and Borgman.
Now that Carrick's back to full health.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
Yeah, it's too bad.
Anyway. I don't really want to... I don't know. I don't really want to talk about Brian Burke because he just makes me mad. We can talk about him, I guess.
Yeah, and then we'll end it with Niemi.
Yeah, we're creeping up into 50 minutes, so that's why...
Okay. Anyways, Brian Burke came out again, had some dingbat comments. You know, that guy...
Well, say what the comments were.
They're pretty much along the lines of... It's Sam Bennett, who's struggling in Calgary this year. He only has a few points. And he struggled last year, and it was known, but it was quiet. So he pretty much just said, it's good that Bennett's playing in Calgary, because if he was playing in Toronto, he would be traded 18 times or whatever. His parents would be condemned, and he'd be shot 14 times. When Burke, every time he does this, every time Burke has a platform that he's presented, he goes on a rant, and he's got this vendetta against Toronto because crap didn't work out there.
Yeah, and I love that all he does is trash the Toronto media, and then he goes on the Toronto media.
Yeah, I know, and then he hosts this management thing, sports marketing management thing every year, so he gets the same platform, and then he goes to, like, TSN, does his interview, goes to Sportsnet, does his interview. Just like, man, oh man, just shut your mouth and just friggin' run your hockey team.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he was, like, making comments, too, where he was saying, like, that the media in Calgary and Edmonton aren't like here. Well, first of all, how the hell do you know what the media is like in Edmonton? You don't work there.
You never have.
And you never have. But anyway. Burke doesn't deserve the airtime, so...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. He doesn't need the airtime.
Do up your damn tie. How's that sound? And then we'll talk about you.
Yeah. I remember being in the same room as him once.
Sorry to hear.
You were too.
I met him at an airport. I got a photo with him.
We were at the Subway Super Series, and he was there.
He was there for that?
Absolutely, he was. I remember seeing him in his tie with his white hair slicked back.
Ugh, greased back.
Yeah, not slicked, greased.
Yeah, there was a little butter in there. But that was 3 years ago. Like 3 years, like this week.
Yeah, like 3 years ago, like today or whatever.
Well, no, the Peterborough game was like 2 days ago. And and then we went to Kingston. We went down to me and our guest Cam and another one of our guests that we've had on before, Shelley. The four of us got to go and cover the OHL versus Russia. It was really cool. But
it was cool because we were like picked to do it. Like
out of our class.
That was actually really cool. I was telling Claire the other day about the snowstorm. Oh my god, this is such a funny story.
Yeah, we'll skip. We'll skip. Okay, just tell the story.
Just really quick.
No, yeah, go ahead.
So this is like the snowstorm of the year.
Okay, backstory. We went to Peterborough for the first game.
Yeah.
And we're driving the school's media vehicle. I was the only one who had accreditation, I guess, to drive the school's media vehicle. Yeah, I had like a
ticket or something, so I couldn't do it.
Yes.
And then Sheldon just didn't apply to the thing, and neither did Cam.
Because they had cars.
Yeah. So it was literally only Riley. He's the guy at the time who drove the least. Like the three of us, we drove to school every day, and Riley lives on res, so he didn't need a car that year.
Or any of the years.
Yeah. So, anyways, so we're driving there. Like going there, we're like, it might be all right on the way back. It's starting to come down, but we'll be good. We go to McDonald's, then go to the game, we cover the game, get our crap all done. We wind up getting out of there like 10:30, and it's about an hour and back to Belleville.
Hour and change, like 15.
Yeah, buck change. And then anyways, so we're on our way back, and it's snowing. You can't see an inch in front of you. Like, it was just so bad. I just remember me and Cam laughing and talking in the back seat, and Sheldon just dead quiet.
Sheldon's dead quiet and got his face pressed up against the front windshield.
And Riley's got his phone on his lap with his map out to see if he's going the right way.
Because Shelley was... Well, that's the thing. Like I wasn't... Like, don't don't sewer me. I wasn't texting and driving or anything like that.
No, God,
I had the map open.
Because Sheldon wasn't on hit. Like, Sheldon didn't have the maps out for you because he couldn't literally talk. He was so nervous.
So I'm like, and we weren't driving fast because I know my mom and my dad and my sister are gonna listen to this, so I gotta cover myself a bit.
We weren't going quick.
We weren't going quick, and we weren't doing anything wrong, but like Shelly was just so scared, and we weren't going fast. We were going so slow, and Shelly's like, okay, you're getting really close to the edge now. Okay, now you're getting really close to the center. Like, watch where you're going.
Oh man, that was the best.
Yeah.
It took us so long to get home.
Yeah, well, side note, it was a Thursday night, and I had plans to maybe mix in Loyalist College Pub after the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I did, but I got there at 1 o'clock.
That was awesome.
You thought the Loyalist College Pub wasn't fun to begin with? Try showing up there at 1 o'clock in the morning.
With a friggin' snowstorm in you.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was great.
Yeah.
But Kingston went smooth.
Yeah, well, Shelly wasn't at that one, I don't think.
Yeah, he couldn't come for some reason.
Well, we got he who shall not be named gave us a hard time.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Habs picked up Alexei Namestnikov as kind of like a veteran option to back up Charlie Lindgren because they have absolutely no faith in Zach Fucale because he played in the East Coast last year and didn't have really any success at that.
Mm-hmm.
So Montoya is hurt. He's got a concussion. It's probably going to be long term. Price will probably be back next week. He spoke today. It's all good there. So when Lindgren comes back, they don't want to keep. When Price comes back, they don't want to keep Lindgren up as a backup, right? Like even though he's had success.
Yeah.
They want Montoya to be there, but seeing as he has concussion, he can't be there. So they want Lindgren to play. So send him back down to the AHL. He doesn't have to clear waivers. Keep Niemi behind Price. Let Price play out of his funk. And that's pretty much it. Like Niemi's not going to really play. You might see a start or two.
Yeah.
But it's just like as a veteran option, so Lindgren can play in the AHL while Price is back.
Yeah.
And everyone Twitter blew up when they claimed Niemi.
Well, it's just such a Habs thing. Like, it hasn't been the greatest start of the year.
I'm just like, it's because they don't trust Fucale. Like, that's it. And Bergevin knows him. Goalie coach knows him. Stefan Waite.
Is Fucale in Brampton again?
No, McNiven is.
The guy who played for Owen Sound?
Yeah, he's sick, dude.
Well, apparently not. He's in Brampton.
Yeah, well, it's because Fucale's Lindgren's backup. And it only makes sense. Like, it's his first, it's seniority, right? Like,
yeah.
It's McNiven's first year pro.
Yeah.
And you want him to play. Like, you want him to get the majority of starts. Whereas Fucale, you've already wasted his development. Like, he's not very, he's not great. So you let him play behind Lindgren. And Lindgren's your future. Mm-hmm. So let him play as much as he can.
Yeah.
And McNiven, too. McNiven's right there. I think he's going to be a solid goalie.
Good.
Undrafted.
Yeah. So it's down. Well, I can't remember. I feel like Connor Brown was too, but anyway.
No, he's a fourth rounder or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was. We should wrap this up. We're creeping up into an hour here.
Yeah, okay, we're done.
Yeah. Well, that was a good show. We didn't talk. It feels like we didn't talk about anything.
No. We might have a guy on soon to talk about the Panther, so stay tuned. If he doesn't work out,
get excited about Florida Panthers talk.
And if he doesn't work out, I got another buddy who'd like to talk Sens Oilers. He'd probably touch on both.
Good.
Yep. All right.
Keep following us on social media, like all our stuff. Thanks for all the support, and we'll talk to you next week.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.